All right, player, I'm going to teach you how to use this Canon 60D. First thing, if you're going to shoot video, not film or not just pictures or whatever, on the very top there's a little knob right here. You got to press that little button down, twist it to the video camera icon. So once you have that on, the on and off switches is right there, basic on and off. But when it's on, you'll have your screen as such. You can see up here, this little picture button. You press that red button and you'll have the little red dot. That means it's recording. Press again, turns off. Pretty basic. I have it set up right now with auto white balance, so outside you should be, wherever you should be pretty fine. The next thing I want to show you up here, if you can see, it's ISO, AF, and all that stuff. Well, your ISO is pretty much just like your exposure. If you press the menu button right here, well, not the menu button, press the info button, you can see all your settings down there in the bottom. So if it's dark out, you have a little knob right here. Twist that up and down. That's going to adjust your colors, like your exposure. That's actually your shutter speed right there. If you're outside, you want to be at 500, like as high as you can get, basically before it gets dark. The higher, the better quality, but it's HD, so it doesn't really matter that much. The other thing is, if you do, let me see how you get down to the ISO. I haven't used this thing for a minute. Oh, so if you press the ISO again, that same button, and you're not doing, after you shut your shutter speed, right here you could leave it on auto, which I'll leave it set just to auto for you, because that'll be the easiest and you'll get good. It's like an iPhone, it's just going to record really good. The other thing is, so this is the fisheye. To take the lens on and off, there's a little push button there. Just push it in, rotate it counterclockwise. You see a little red dot, and there's a red dot on this. You just line up the two red dots and then turn it clockwise till it clicks. So the fisheye, I always try to put it on all the way just at the end right there where it says 0.3. It should stay in focus the whole time, but if you can remember, just maybe pull it all the way, I believe it's to your right. So then the regular lens, the telescopic lens, same thing, has a little red dot. You just line up the dot on it, twist it. This is really good if you're just going to use a tripod or if you're just having like a long lens thing. The other thing, I got 3 little batteries. Just like, I'll put them all in the box. These batteries all last pretty long. There's, I believe, a 32 or 64 gig SD card in there. And to get the footage off, oops, that's not the right one. Over here on the left-hand side, you can just pop this open. And then you can see there's a couple of hookups, like a little USB or whatever. So basically, if you have this turned on and plugged into your computer, it'll take you to your pictures. And if you want to look at the pictures you just shot, you just press that play button, and you can kind of count. You can turn them back and forth. To delete them, there's just a little trash can icon that'll ask you if you want to erase it. It's a pretty easy to use camera. If you're going to shoot photos, like depending on what you're going to do, like some of these settings are good. If you put it on the M, it's manual, so you can adjust all your own stuff. If you're shooting like skate photos, you might want to put it on the sport setting, because it'll adjust your shutter speeds and stuff to catch fast movement. If you're doing portraits and you want like kind of out of frame, like a person's face in focus and everything else out of focus, there's a little picture for that of like a face. But yeah, this thing is a pretty dope camera. I'll send it with the fisheye on. Let's see. And then the other thing, I'm going to send this handle. So the reason I have this here is these kind of handles. So right here, you're gonna unscrew this. These kind of handles get like a little bit shaky sometimes when you only have it just mounted through the bottom. So this is kind of like a little hack where you just adjust this to put in the hot chute right there for the flash that would go on the camera. Let me try to get it all adjusted up right. So you basically would slide it in there like so, and then take this other screw and it goes into the bottom where like the tripod screws in. You just want to get it nice and tight so it stays really sturdy. And then I usually just pop open the screen. You can adjust it how you want. Just turn it on. And then it'll be like that black screen at first. When it is, just press the camera record button and it'll bring you back to your normal screen. Yeah, and then, I don't know if you can see this, but like I always grab it up here in front of it and maybe a pinky behind the little bracket, because then it kind of gives you a better angle. And yeah, this thing's gonna work well for you. Let me know if you have any other questions. Peace.